Hey guys, Coach on a Couch here. We've teamed up with Bomb Squad Lager to see who can down a beer the fastest. Tag us on all sorts of social media platforms and hashtag Bomb Squad Challenge. Get yourself a Bomb Squad lager, get yourself a timer, and see how quickly you can down one of these beers. And stay tuned for us for the end of the season to see who can win an amazing prize. Hey guys, Lexa here, Coach on the Couch. We're back again after a brief break last week, doing all things Heritage Day wise. Now we're back at it. Plenty to talk about as far as sports involved. And then to catch up with the old Dongster. Dongster?
Lucky Luckster,
What are you saying?
glad to have you here once again.
Hey, I'm back, huh?
Yes, I've seen you being on the move.
Yeah, no. Listen, I know the airport line very well now.
You told me you were for the streets. I just never knew at what level, bro.
Not by choice, not by choice.
I can't wait to get into it today.
Hey. Lots has been happening. So, obviously, talking point of the rugby championship, but we'll get back to that just now. Yo, Ellis Park. Scope the ball 8. That's all we had to do.
You know, the line out gets thrown in, the lock catches it, and he gives it to Scrumoff, and Scrumoff kicks it out. I learned that in grade 8. You're in your own half, you go for a maul, because, you know, there's something about it. Because we're not mauling for a goal like the try line.
Yeah.
There's not a max effort being put in.
Oaks are just there for vibes.
And then the ball came out on the wrong side.
How's that kick, though, from Hendrickson?
In the rain, in the cold.
So that was us, huh? Oof. Yeah.
Tough as a Lions supporter.
A fantastic campaign by Mzega and the boys. We still love you guys. Great campaign to go through, unbeaten, almost unblemished as well in terms of competition-wise.
That's it.
I know it's no one, wants a silver medal after all those efforts there, but what a campaign.
I know, but listen, it's going to be hard for Mzeke to hear this, but in the long run, he has to benefit from this. I can tell you now, Mzeke will never lose another final again after what he learned from this.
Well, he couldn't exactly kick the ball himself out, could he?
Yes, imagine the post-match speech. But how do you go and cuck your boys out after a season like that? You can't. The weather was cuck. The stadium was cold.
Yeah. On the other hand, obviously, being the director of junior development, there obviously the under-19s are still in the SA Cup as well as the under-21, so they're still going strong. They did the double over the Sharks this weekend, so from that point of view, the Sharks still going. And then obviously the Lions, they switched direction into the URC that everybody's busy with. But yeah, what a final! Good to see good rugby being played again at Ellis Park, and long may it continue. Then. What else is happening locally? Hey, Sways the Brain is 2 from 2, huh?
Yeah.
The Springbok women, yeah, they gave
cool,
Japan.
That
yes.
is another cool game. Lucky, I'm telling you, that is
there's something.
It's lekker to watch that women's rugby.
My rugby crush is still Jackie Celia's there. Yeah, she's a proper rugby player.
Good.
No, proper rugby player. So. All the ingredients coming up very, very nicely there in terms of the Springbok.
We have
women.
that 8th man with the bleached hair.
Yes.
For the ladies.
Kabamba Fleurs.
Female
version.
You said it,
Yeah.
She is brilliant.
But enterprising rugby. It's so good to see what's clearly been some good work behind the scenes there. And then the ladies are just putting on a show. They've got, I think, two more. They've got Australia and somebody else. So we'll just keep tabs on them. But they're doing wonderful work. And yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay, Boca.
The Boca. Yeah. So we went to Argentina. I don't know if they thought it was a holiday or what, but went very successful across there.
I don't even know what to say because, if you had the show last week, I would have had a lot to say. But after their performance this weekend, I'm just like, it's fine. It's fine.
You know what? And I'm going to be, I wouldn't even call it controversial. I'm just going to be spicy here. Guys, it was all part of the plan. Who wants to win a championship in Argentina? Who wants to raise flags in Argentina and raise cup? No. We wanted a home final.
Yes,
in front of the
in
home.
Nelspruit.
In Nelspruit. Jeez, guys, how many double Bradleys and Coke was on in Nelspruit? Because, did you see that stadium?
Lucky.
And then everyone decided post-match that, hey, now's a great time to go sidestep 40 security guards.
If you sit in that stadium already, you like on top of everyone and
yes,
quite packed up there.
And the field's literally like right here. So whether players spectators could hold themselves back or not was another thing. But
they
we
couldn't.
We talk about the highlights reel of that Springbok Argentina game. Let's have a look see. And you were talking tactics here, Dino. So the one was to distract while the other one breaks the line. So there's the dear Landy.
Good goose step.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, and he made it through. Oh, he's made it through, hey.
This is when you think you're over the trial and then, wow! Fatswa!
Lucky.
And then Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I've watched this 10 times and every time I have to have a laugh.
Did he even call a timeout?
Called the timeout. That guy was so knocked out, he lay there until the stretcher came and they put him on the golf carts and took him off the field.
Now, do you think he was genuinely knocked out or did you think, well, cock?
Listen, I think knocked out, passed out.
All of the above.
Yeah. So.
Okay. But yeah, really, really good weekend in Nelspruit. Congratulations to Eben Etzebeth as officially the most capped Springbok. After Victor Matfield, so 128. And, you look at the form of Eben Etzebeth, also the position. So you've got a little bit of a more longevity than backline players. So yeah, he's looking good for the next World Cup at this stage. He's going to be a Bali by then, but,
he's going to be 36, Lucky.
Which, for him, prime time.
For a forward, that's...
Yeah. And he's playing the rugby of his life. I mean, take nothing away from him.
For him, there can't even be talks of the end yet. So let's just go.
Nowhere near. So we got the treble, the Freedom Cup, the Nelson Mandela Plate, and the Rugby Championship. Brilliant campaign by the Springboks. And now we look forward to the end of year tour.
Yeah, give us a bit of time to breathe and gather ourselves
please, guys. The Springboks, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Some of us should own shares at SAB because of the support that we've been giving.
Team's depth is endless. I mean, you're bringing on these guys who just have endless skills. I mean, Apelele Fasi for me.
Oh, guys, I keep telling you. When I say, God loves certain people more than others. And God loves Willie Leroux. He can do no wrong, that guy, in anyone's eyes. But when you just give him a breather. When was the last time, Willie Leroux sat watching the Springboks having a Brunners and Coke? Give him time to just bring Fassi in there. That's the future, guy. Stop sleeping on that guy.
And then you say, you'd say Pollard's your fly half that is down the line and everything's correct with him. And then he puts in that little sneaky chip kick like that.
Hey, Mani Lebok was angry after Argentina. People were writing him off. I'm surprised his passport didn't get denied on entry back into the country. And then he lit it up this weekend.
I see Rassi never let him kick this weekend.
Yeah. Well, infield kicks were good. Him and Ches and Kobe.
Yeah. Listen, I watched the game with my auntie, and you've never seen a 60-year-old auntie love Cheslin Colby more than...
he didn't love.
He is loved.
But, we jokes aside, we got to have serious conversations about that whole Cheslin Colby thing. Surely, guys, IRB, Player of the Year, something.
Listen, he's noticed, so let's see what goes with that.
I will see what goes. But that's the Springboks. We get a little bit of a breather. Obviously, URC is back. Let me just come back home quickly. Guys, the PSL, I'm a Kaizer Chiefs supporter. We were 2 from 2. Then we played Sundowns over the weekend. We don't have VAR in the country. The same referee that was suspended last year was now reffing our game. And a dubious offside goal. And we're doing so well against...
It just sounds painful, Lucky.
Then, of course, on Sunday, Pirates had to go and win. And then all the Pirate supporters got loud and were giving gears to Kaizer Chiefs. But... Sundowns. No.
Listen, supporting Kaizer Chiefs is almost the same as supporting the Proteas.
Bro, you just never know.
Listen, you were spicy. I'm going to be spicy.
Yeah.
I feel like the guys don't have passion to play for that team, man.
We just here for vibes, huh?
there's certain guys that usually they stand behind the wickets. They should be in that team. But they pick and choose which games
But they're
they
playing
want to
golf
play.
and nice now instead.
I mean, come on. Where's the commitment?
Oh, man. Oh. Anyway, so that's a Proteas. They just...
Yeah, let them figure it
But-
out. You know,
but-
as long as they're figuring things out before World Cup.
Well, we can only hope. And then local cricket is back on. I'm keen to get back into the Wanderers. The T20 series starts quite soon, so it'll be nice to go to the Wanderers there. I always enjoy my time at the Wanderers. So hopefully we can just shift our attention slightly from ruggers into a little bit of cricket. So yeah, the football I don't want to talk about. Yeah, Man United. Big shout out to Uncle Brendan and the boys. Brendan White there. They got a buck over the weekend, lost 3-0 to Man United. And then the saviour coach and manager Eric Ten Hag was asked to keep walking. Just Johnny Walker.
And then Lucky.
Yeah.
You ref the Clifton Water Polo tournament.
Yeah, so a busy time for first team tournaments over the last couple of weeks. Was in Cape Town, then Clifton. Then Cape Town twice. The Sax Water Polo, remember when you infamously bought us some time because it was 10 minutes running time and you had a cramp and you got us a stoppage in the game while the referee, Ian Mealy, I still remember, got your leg up, busy trying to stretch out your cramp while we caught a bit of a breath because we were catching up.
I'll do anything for the team.
Yeah, evidently. It was a semi-final versus Sax and we went to extra time and we won 3-2. Then we had to play St. John's in the final, John Hock and them. And Gary Proud scored the only goal against St. John's. The entire tournament, we lost 8-1, I remember, to St. John's final.
Now, St. John's were in the final again.
Yeah, they were in the final again this time round, just losing out. So, yeah, they were there. And then again this past weekend at Clifton. So, Clifton, probably premier tournament in the country in terms of long course pool, in terms of proper playing time, some of your top schools that are there. So that one...
do they select the SA junior team from that tournament?
Not particularly. So we still have your tournament side and your best player, best defender type set up, but too early in the season. So that only happens in March next year. Normally from your IPTs at the end of the year.
Yes.
And then again at your CARES tournament. So
now I want to talk about you and your reffing.
Hey, we said LA 2028.
Come on,
you said you're going as a manager. I said I'm going as a referee.
There's a procedure being put in place. You're going to ref at the champs.
Yeah.
Which is in what? Every 2 years.
So the goal, obviously, we get graded in the country. You have to go to certain tournaments and, the head of referees and the technical, you get graded per tournament and you have to keep going to certain tournaments to see, how well you're doing. So that's where I am. And now in this obviously sets you up then to write your exam, your international exam. So it expires every 2 years. So mine expires the end of this year. So I have to then be eligible to write that exam next year. So I have to, in our country, do the premier tournaments here, of which Clifton is one, Sax is another one, with Cape Town Invitational this weekend as well, that I go there, and then with the IPTs at the end of the year. So that's all part of the selection criteria. And then hopefully from there, you get selected as one of the top referees in South Africa. And then you get your international appointment. So we've got world champs next year and world champs for under 20s next year. So I'm hoping.
This is awesome. I'm glad we're having these conversations. I mean, as soon as you start talking about it, it feels like it can happen, eh?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to think that, potentially Olympic Games in 2028 may be a reality. And then you think, so far away. And I must start now.
You got to start. Like, you are only hope, bud.
Hey, go manage a team.
I mean, unless they put bass fishing in the Olympics.
If bass fishing, fist fung is part of it, then we're probably going to have a go. But so my process has started. Hopefully all goes well. I got a couple of kilos to lose.
Yeah,
it's
listen,
important what you look like on the side of it. Yeah. No, we get a briefing. It's crazy on your international appointments. When you select your kit, it only goes up to a certain size. And they tell you, if you don't fit, don't. Yeah.
Sheesh.
So I might start my juicing diet.
All right, ask me about my fishing.
Okay. How's the fishing going?
Yeah,
no boats capsize this time?
No. The next tournament is actually this weekend at Costa Dam.
Okay, where's that?
Lucky, it's 2 hours in the other way from Joburg.
Somewhere. I've never heard of a place in my life. All right. So this is part of that league that you said about we have to go to...
We're sitting 9th.
Out of?
36.
Okay. And you said this is your team's first time. So actually,
This is our
9,
team's
not too
first
shabby.
time, yeah. So now this weekend again, we up.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm still not ready. I mean, I'll be ready next week. So that's
Okay, your
that's a
rod's
week
still
too
not
late.
running, huh?
No.
Okay.
But we might have a new boat, Lucky.
Okay.
So I don't know if I wanted to arrive this week. Am I being selfish? I don't know. Should it arrive next week? And then I can use it for the first
You
time?
can have it on debut. Huh?
Yeah. So let's see. Either way, all the best to the Half-Out Strikers. And yeah, that's that for this weekend.
Okay.
There's one more thing I do want to speak about quickly.
Yeah.
Golf this past weekend, the President's Cup.
Mm-hmm.
America won it for their 10th consecutive time.
That's when they play against Europe, hey?
They play against the rest of the world.
Which comprises mainly of European countries.
Yeah, and you got a couple of Japs and
Okay.
a South African as well. Lack of fun, just good fun golf. Nothing too serious. No winner, no loser, really.
Just bragging rights.
Yeah, just bragging rights.
Okay.
And piss up. I mean, I saw the Americans, who was it, Shuffle or somebody had a big stogie standing next to the green smoking his cigar because they won.
As one would. As one would, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the golf. When are we going to feature there? Not.
We still a bit of time.
Let's not go there.
Like I said, my handicap hasn't gone up, hasn't gone down.
You've actually, this has been your most consistent in terms of handicap for golf in the last 4 weeks.
If you want to play good golf, you've got to be consistent.
And that you have. And that's by staying away from the golf course. You gotta check if you're still a member at your golf club, huh?
Yeah. Listen, I've told them there, put that bar tab on pause, because if that thing's moving while I'm not there,
then there's problems.
Yeah, then there's problems.
Okay. Dongsa, let's see who got on the couch this week. Been laughing away quietly there in the corner. Craig Collerick, what are you saying?
Thanks for having me, Dino. Thank you, guys. It's an actual pleasure to be here. Yeah.
So that's Dino and I's little banter out the way. We just got to make sure we're on the same page before the actual show gets going. Thanks for being here on the show, Craig. There's so much to talk about here.
I mean, we've been chatting for the last hour already. I mean, we've even cracked the beers already.
We've already gone past that. So before we get things going, Craig, please look in that camera there. Just give us your nickname, your claim to fame, and your reason to get up on a Monday.
Nickname's probably Polar Roach, and that came a bit after school. Polar Roach, having a couple of drinks here and there, and obviously going a bit bipolar once you're a bit doped up. And Roach,
like the honesty, yeah.
And Roach is obviously because they can't put me down. I always come back, So that's Polar Roach. Getting up on a Monday, probably just to live, I suppose. I mean, that's it.
It is vital. It is vital.
Getting up on a Monday is to live. So that's probably why I get up. And
what's your claim to fame?
Flip, I don't even know if I have one.
You have national colours, my man.
Well, playing rugby for Czech Republic, but I mean, come on, it's not really something to write home about. But I mean,
Dino played 13 for Cairns and he doesn't shut up about it.
My jersey's still hung up at the back there.
Matthew played St. David's and he doesn't shut up about it. So with everyone in the room here, there's plenty to brag about there, Craig.
Right. I mean, look, I've had a pretty good rugby career, not going all the way, going all the way in that kind of terms of things, but enjoying rugby in a long rugby career, meeting a lot of good people. And
so let's start this rugby journey. You arrive at 44 St. Patrick's Road, where you went to high school. You're fortunate to have brothers that are there at the school, so quite familiar with the school. Fast forward grade 10, there you are in the number 10 jersey for the Reds. How was that first feeling?
Yeah, pretty crazy. I suppose, my brother, I mean, when he started there, he was an under 14 D lock when he started down there, and I was watching him while I was in primary school, and
didn't grow any taller since.
No, exactly, then. And once you arrived and you watch a bit of rugby at the school, and you saw a bit of Gears and stuff like that, you wanted to be there, you wanted to be involved, you wanted to do it. So, grade 10 when I got the call up by Reg Hammond,
yes,
who's now coaching the JP first side. I'll never forget it. I was at Pretoria Boys playing a cricket game. And a 15 A's, and he sat me down and asked me if I wanted to join the training squad. for the first side of Cares, and I was quite taken back, obviously.
Yeah, that's a huge achievement in grade 10.
It's a massive achievement, particularly, you look at Craig's age group, those guys that are just above him. We had some Maniera that were there in that first side. So to get a call up, and also, being a youngster in the first side wasn't very well known. It didn't happen very often.
No.
Most often you waited until your grade 11 year maybe to get a starting shot there. So grade 10, a little bit unheard of.
But that allowed you to play with your brother, right?
Yeah, so my brother, he was captain in 2005 of the Reds that year, which was it was quite incredible. Obviously, we played a warm-up game against Pirates in the beginning of that year.
Yeah.
We always played against Pirates under 21s. And, the next morning I couldn't walk type thing. I just went to my mom, couldn't walk, had to go for emergency kidney operation the next day. She asked me if I was bunking school, and I said, I don't want to bunk school, I want to go hear what the boys have said about the game last night and that kind of stuff. So didn't go for the op there. I went for a little stent, which went from my bladder to my kidneys to drain, because obviously we were training quite a bit, and went for that. So I played the whole season with my brother. At the end of that, then I went for the operation, obviously, because I wanted to play with him that year. So yeah, it was quite a thing, but yeah, it was history,
awesome.
So I had to do it.
Did you ever play with your brother again in your career?
No, I played against him once or twice, but this year, funnily enough, when we were playing at Wanderers, I played a game with him for the twos against Diggers or something, which we did it again.
Epic.
That was years. 50, I don't know how many years later, but yeah, we did it again this year, which was quite fun.
You were telling me that you got a younger brother as well that's at Cares in the moment.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, 15, little Oliver. Yeah, he's not little. He's quite
a
monster.
Quite the Maniera.
Quite the monster. Yeah, he's Ollie playing on a 15Bs at the moment, in and out of the A side type thing.
Yeah.
But he's starting to get to the gist of what it's about to the school and stuff, and he's really enjoying it. He's loving it.
Imagine the pressure in the household there. Like, hey, you had 2 Reds jerseys that are sitting in Dad's bar. No pressure, Ollie. No pressure, brother.
Not just. Boys were making the team in grade 10.
Yeah. And he's up in grade 10 now.
So from Cares, let's go. What's the next step?
So yeah, after Cares, we went straight down to the Sharks Academy, obviously, College Rovers.
Yes. Now, you were in that academy with Dylan Rutherford.
Dylan Rutherford was there.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I can remember you boys doing that.
Dylan Rutherford at one stage, he was playing for the Wildebeest. He was actually in competition, John Smith and Bismarck at the time when he was down there. So he was up there with some top dogs. But yeah, Sharks Academy, College Rovers, what a time. The second year playing there, Patrick Lambie had just come out of school. Ross Cranier was a 9, Patrick Lambie was a 10, Roscoe Speckman was a winger, Mark Richards was the other winger, myself at fullback, Carl Cooper was the hooker. It was quite a team
epic.
that we had there, another 20 A's. So yeah, it was a good experience.
So fantastic experience there in KZN. How do you find yourself in the Czech Republic?
So yeah, that was also quite a thing. After the Sharks Academy, I went down to Ireland for a year. And like we were discussing earlier, I'm more of a team, family environment kind of player, and I play better when I'm with guys that I enjoy. So yeah, I left Ireland. Look, I enjoyed Ireland, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. I don't know if you ever remember Carl McCoy.
Yes.
Carl McCoy actually stayed over there, and he played in the Ireland club team. He's now a copper, married an Irish woman. He's had 4 children. He lives in Ireland still.
Oh, wow.
So played a bit with him over there. And then, came back, got a job, and then my Czech passport came while I was back in South Africa, working, playing Corsace rugby at Wits here and there.
Sure.
And,
Which Corsace for Wits did you play for?
I played for Commerce.
Okay.
We won it the 1 year, but I think it's the only year they ever won it. It was like, it was.
You also played, eh, Johnson?
Yeah, I won it 2 years, but I was for the Engineers.
Oh, okay.
2 years in a row.
just on the rugby side.
Just by the way.
Okay. Just by the way. 2 tries, huh?
2 tries in the final. I thought I was going to be a book, lucky.
And here you are.
We won by 1 point that year. I scored 2 tries. And that was when Wits used to pack that stadium out. Eh?
Yes.
It used to be the place to be.
Now that Corsace League was something else.
It was a big vibe.
Every Wednesday night you knew wherever you came from, whether it was work or driving from studies or whatever the case was.
But there was a cheat code. Like we had him on our show. Dane Groenewald was in my team.
Oh,
and let me tell you, you just
give
run,
the ball to
you
him.
just give the ball
Yeah,
to
yeah,
him,
yeah.
and you make
And
sure
you're the support
you
player.
make sure you're on his team.
Yes.
Because if you're playing against him, you're getting flattened.
Then none of us are cut.
But yeah, that is great fun.
So yeah, the passport comes. What made you decide to give it a crack?
Well, I mean, I was 24 years old. Passport arrived, and I just thought, what am I? I'm working a day job here, and I'm young enough to go and maybe try something, So,
Yeah.
And you definitely had the talent.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah, listen, bud. I also got an overseas passport, and they wouldn't take.
So yeah, we kind of that was 2015. I was playing at Wanderers at the time. Obviously, after we started playing at Wanderers, and we made Community Cup at Wanderers.
Yeah.
And we finished 7th in the country that year in 2015. I just thought, with all the stuff that I had on SuperSport, I had a little highlight reel made for myself, and I thought, let me send this out to an
Let me
agent
see
or
what's out
two.
there.
And funny enough, nothing came back to me. So I thought, cool, it was 2015. The World Cup was around the corner. And I was like, cool, I've got my passport. I'm going to go to the UK. I'm going to watch the World Cup. I'm going to look for work like we all do, So I was there for what? Yeah, I was there for the whole World Cup, actually. And I started running out of money and accommodation. And I didn't want to come home. I didn't want to have that I'm home type thing. And this agent got hold of me like 2 days before and said, there's a spot for you in Scotland.
Sure.
Do you want to come over? They're looking for utility back. And I
Is
was
this
like,
in Scotland?
this is when I was in the UK for the World Cup.
Okay.
Yeah. And
you're like, well,
yeah, I was like,
I'm a stone's throw away here.
I'm not getting home. I was like, tell them to book the flight, and I'll come over there and we'll do it.
Sure.
And I arrived there, trained on the Thursday night for them. The rugby club was called Mar Rugby Club, which is, they're in the Premiership now. What a rugby club! Great family environment. I was there for 4 years. Was on the bench that weekend after arriving. Had a bit of a boop, obviously, at the World Cup. I was jolling it up. Yeah,
just suck it in there while sitting there.
Tight jerseys had just come on and stuff like that. So, I was on the bench there. I think I played 5 minutes, and then from there, obviously trained.
Just blossomed.
And then I just thoroughly enjoyed it over there. And then, I got the phone call from the agent that got me that gig there, and he kind of said to me, "We've been in touch with the Czech Rugby Union. Are you interested in doing something with them?" And I think I went to.
So what is the aim there, to help them qualify?
Yeah, so when they first phoned me, we played a sevens tournament in Bucharest, Romania, out of all places.
Yeah.
I was like, put my hand up, let me go. Let's travel, let's do it. I went over there, had a little razzle in the sevens over there. Obviously it was Rugby Europe. You're playing against Cyprus, and nothing crazy. No disrespect to those guys or anything like that, but nothing of levels of,
some schoolboys and some clubs.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
So, those guys at that stage are probably developing and stuff like that. Although in the next year and that kind of stuff, there were more Kiwis and Australians playing for Cyprus than I've ever seen.
Yes.
Oaks from the Southern Hemisphere started really vibing into those kind of teams, the Netherlands and that kind of stuff. I don't think there was one Dutch guy in that side when I played against them in that test match in Amsterdam. But then obviously that's how the ball started rolling.
Talking about that test match in Amsterdam, we've got a photo of you having a chat with the ref. Do you think we can pull that up?
Can we let's have a look see here, Matthew. Can you tell us what's going on here? You look quite perplexed.
Well, as you know, I never ever step out of line in the rugby field.
Never.
And I never ever have words with the ref either. That's not my thing,
Listen, so this was against Netherlands in Netherlands.
In Amsterdam, yeah. I was in Amsterdam.
I thought they would have given you a green card there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So it didn't hurt someone's feelings or something.
Oh man. So what allegedly had transpired here?
Look, this day here, it was a real fuel -2. It was a 4G pitch, the coldest I've ever been. I was playing fullback, no action. I was freezing the whole day. Came up into 12, and obviously wanted to get my shoulders a little bit toasty, and high hit around the neck, something like that.
Casual.
And as you can see there, I obviously thought I wasn't that high, so.
See, the hairline was also doing a little bit better back then, huh?
No, 100%. That's why I started growing the beard back then, because the hair started going already, yeah.
So when you lose some, you need to gain some.
Yeah,
that's an old school technique if you need a 10-minute breather, eh?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Just put it in the right shoulder.
Stick the arm out.
Yeah.
Go over orange.
Do the Butch James.
That's
No,
it.
that's it. Yeah.
And so this entire experience, obviously, we're helping them qualify. You really, really enjoyed it. And you've got one particular highlight that you wanted to share. Huh? Do you have that video there, Matthew? Because I'm sure you've got, so much that you did across there. We could sit here all night and talk about
100%.
some of those. So give us some of your, while Matthew gets us up here, some of your highlights in terms of your travel.
Yeah,
your
look,
playing
obviously,
overseas.
when at Mars, that club that I went over there was, they'd come up leagues every year for the last 12 years. They'd come up a league. And obviously in Scotland, there's a lot of rugby leagues. A lot of guys play rugby. So they'd come up every year, a different league. And when I arrived there, they were in National League One, which is just below the Premiership. And then, we won the National League One that year, which was quite impressed. Like after the second year I was there, played in the Premiership, came straight back down, so we were humbled straight away.
Oh, is it?
But one of the highlights being over there was probably how they ran their club system in the Premiership. Was
right.
Glasgow Warriors, for example, if you weren't playing for Glasgow Warriors, you didn't make their first side for that weekend, you had to come down and play club Premiership rugby. So I remember Lili Masanga. You remember Lili Masanga for the
Yes.
All Blacks. I was at training one night. He arrived at the club I was at. He wasn't selected for Glasgow Warriors. I played fullback that weekend. He played wing. I played with the All Black legend. Like, it was nuts.
That's epic.
Um,
But that really was in a time where it was brand new that Oaks could leave their countries and go join these
Yeah,
leagues,
yeah, yeah.
eh?
Yeah, so he played with me. Ollie Kebble, I played lots of games with Ollie Kebble when he was at he's left Glasgow now, but
Yeah.
when he was there, he wasn't
Because he came
making
from the Stormers and he went across here.
yeah, and he wasn't making the side for whatever reason, and then he would come down and play. And Grant Peterson for the American Lock as well. So all of these guys that weren't playing for their clubs, their main clubs, would have to come down and play Premiership rugby, which was quite nice to develop players as well. You watch the way they hold themselves and the way they walk around and the way they train, and
Yeah.
it opens your eyes to what it's about at the high level, if that makes sense. So those are kind of highlights as well.
And in here, what was going on here? Portugal versus Czech Republic, huh?
Yeah, this was, we got hammered this game, but it was just so lucky to score in the first, I don't know, the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever the case was.
That's you dotting down in the corner.
Yeah, dotting down in the corner there in the first 5 minutes.
Attaboy.
At the Stadium of Light
Looking
in Lisbon.
primer.
At the Stadium of Light in Lisbon. So, yeah, it was power. This was a great experience as well. The weather's always beautiful in Portugal. But, yeah, so much fun. Afterwards, obviously, the gears and stuff afterwards, the Superbok was dry after that. I sank a couple after that, let me put it that way.
That time of the evening, huh?
That time of the evening.
Give us the reels there, Dongs. Give us the rules there.
All right. So, man, you got to pour yourself a beer.
Yes.
To the top, there's a little sip there for a taster, but I see you've already got your taster in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fill it up to the top, and
We'll
when you're
smash it
ready,
straight.
we'll blow the whistle and we'll check your time.
So
Alrighty.
another request while Craig gets himself ready there. I see another request from old the Kraken. He was like, guys, I wasn't ready. Can I come back and do it
He's
again?
put it
there?
all over social media.
He's put it all over social media.
He wants people to know he was not ready. I think he was enjoying the beer a bit too
A
much.
bit too much. You didn't realize, hey, this is game time. Maybe someone needed
You
to
know,
peak game.
I checked out his social media because I thoroughly enjoyed that guy. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep on with this guy.
Yeah.
I saw him drinking bomb squads on the weekend.
Is he hooked now? Is he done?
He's a rep now.
Oh, man. Let me have a little brew here. Okay, let's see.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
doing the seat today.
Yeah, listen, that head's too big, eh?
I know, there's a lot of cop here. I don't mind a bit of cop,
Yeah. No. Yeah, definitely a Cape Town one, this one. Yeah.
Yeah, you should know. You just came back from there.
Yeah. No. Cape Town.
You know
Cape
what
Town.
the Cape Town juice tastes like, they like.
I know what a Cape Town juice tastes like. So always enjoy my time here. I'll get myself ready here. So we're at Sheldon. That still sits at the top there. At
Quick
5-5.
550.
And then
There's been big talk of Craig saying that 5'5" is a little
Pop
bit
and place
slow.
for him.
There you go.
And then I told him about, my efforts, on debut as well.
420, Lux. That's
Yeah. Listen.
that's right.
Yeah,
up
it's all talk. It's all talk. It's like me scoring 2 tries in the final. Thinking I'm going to be a booker. Okay, so
Right, when you're ready, can
there's-
you move that mic away so we
let's
can
do that,
catch
yeah.
you up there? Right, swing it. Just swing it right all the way away there.
Okay, there's no countdown. I'm going to blow the whistle, and then you go. Go.
I was getting a bit worried there.
For a second, I thought he was going to take me.
Hey, I thought he was going to take me, huh? Okay.
Good news is
Oh.
that does put you as our new leader.
That tasted fantastic.
Okay, now you can have your casual one while I just come across here.
That one is for the box.
What was that one for the box?
That one's for the box.
Yeah, see, watching you Oaks do this makes me... No, it's too soon, hey.
Thirsty.
Makes me thirsty.
That does make you thirsty, Dom.
Maybe at the end of the season I'll attempt this.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Wait,
you just prepare for the whole season while some of us just had to go from day one.
I
on
think
debut.
the training is the most fun part about getting to this point, eh?
Okay.
100%.
Listen, I think I'll be there on the 10-second mark, but I'll make sure to enjoy.
I think maybe train it with the smaller cans. You know the smaller little castle
Yes.
cans rather first, because those you can probably smash in 2-3 seconds. Sorry.
Okay.
Lekker.
So-
All right, well, we've got ourselves a new leader.
Got ourselves a new
Wow,
leader
guys.
here. Okay.
That's got to be the highlight of my career, Lux. That is the highlight of my career.
You heard it first on Coach of the
That is the
Culture.
highlight of my career.
So officially there, we've got 4.89.
All right.
Top spot
That
there.
looks good.
That looks good there, huh?
Okay, well, let's move straight along.
Yes, I want to ask Craig, because I was listening to you two chatting before the show. Now that we've settled down and we've got a casual here, you've had a shit load of injuries. My goodness.
Lux.
I was
I have.
listening to you. Your poor medical aid must be out of this world. Tell me about your most messed up injury that you had.
Well, yeah, there's been a couple. I mean, like I said, that kidney thing was quite a thing, obviously. Obviously being so young as well and trying to go through that and trying to still maintain playing rugby. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's, you get a bit put down and like, well, am I still, that kind of stuff. But anyway, that all went away. I've been fine ever since. But yeah, broken arms, broken my right arm 3 times, same place. First 2 was actually my fault. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Rory Anderson, you obviously know Rory Anderson
Yes.
very well. That was 2014, playing against Wits Wednesday night at Wanderers. Playing 10, Rory came through me, fended me off, and obviously I was a bit, smoke coming out the ears. I was a bit upset. Chased him down, swinging arm, tried to go for the nose, and Rory put his forehead down and snapped my arm right on the radius here. It was snapped. The whole arm spun around and done. So yeah, obviously then
At
again,
least you couldn't have a buffalo that evening because the right
No.
hand wasn't working. Left hand was available.
straight to Sunninghill Hospital, operation the next day, and obviously took a break from there, and then came back too soon, obviously with Community Cup and stuff around the corner. Came back too soon, and then we had trials, and trials obviously left my arm hanging out. Guy stepped, left the arm hanging out, hit the shoulder, and
You didn't put that Victor Matfield strapping there.
after the second time.
Okay.
Then I played with the
Then you learned.
Then I played with the big thing, strapped it up, and then got through Community Cup, obviously,
Yeah.
in 2015. And then, obviously, moving overseas and stuff, I still had to, in the back of my mind, I've still got this plate and stuff, not confident to throw my arm into a hit, so I used to cut up pool noodles. Cut the pool noodle up, strap it onto the arm, so there used to be a big puffed up pool noodle on the arm there, and that gave me a bit of gears to throw the arm.
Bit of
in.
protection.
Well, in my
Well,
mind.
even mental.
Yeah, in my mind, if I left it hanging out there, it used to get that cold. When it was cold. And you got a
Yes,
plate
yes.
somewhere,
No, the fingers are going.
So yeah, I mean, I played the rest of my career with the pool noodle on the arm for
And
for
then the
years
third
to come.
time happened now recently.
Yeah, third time was what 6-7 weeks ago. Yeah, against Rudaput at Rudaput. Yeah, 15 minutes into the second
Why does
half.
it always happen in Rudaput?
Always, huh?
Hey, I had a couple of scuffles there as well. That's probably why it happened. I don't know. But yeah, getting up on the floor from a ruck and leg coming over, my hand was flat on the ground and.
Oh.
And your jaw, you said, tell me about the jaw.
Yeah, jaw was obviously jawling induced.
Okay.
Yeah, me and my brother probably had a little tiff. Look, I don't remember it. Just woke up the next morning with black eyes and a swollen nose. And yeah, woke up and looked at myself in the mirror and thought, what happened to me, bro?
But now, I saw you in this third time now when you broke your arm. I saw that you still went for drinks with the boys after the game.
100%. 100%. Look, when
with your arm.
Yeah, well, look, it wasn't hanging off. I've still had the plate in there. So if the plate wasn't there, I think my arm probably would have snapped again. So the plate and the 8 screws that are originally in there that have been changed twice probably saved me there on the snapping of it the third time.
Well, glad to see you had your priorities right. I mean, you gotta go for one of the boys after the game, mandatory.
No,
Huh?
Always. But look, after the third time it happened, I was obviously a bit of adrenaline rushing and stuff like that. But I got home to my wife and she was like, "Why are you in such a good mood? Like, why are you?" I was like, "Because no one can phone me to play rugby again. Now it is done."
Well, it's nice to come across a fellow cowboy. But now, what does this mean for your career? Are you done? Is this retirement?
This is
I
it.
saw you playing golf.
Yeah, no, this is it. Rugby is now done. Look, the old Cares Old Boys game maybe, or maybe a Cape Town
Is
10s.
it done? Like
It's the same thing Sheldon said. He gave this whole shalala speech.
Won the tournament
Last
with
year.
Pirates
He won the Pirates
as
Cup
captain the team, retired and played in the final this
It's
year
so
again.
funny because I saw Sheldon. He like you said, he won the Pirates Grand Challenge last year. The Pirates. This year, I'm obviously preparing to play ones for wonders, and this year I see him playing in the old boys games, in the Medallas games, and all of a sudden 3 weeks later I see him running around for the ones again, chucking the ball, and I'm like, but you know what it's like, boys.
Yeah.
Sport in general, whether it's water polo, fishing, whatever it is, when you can compete, even if it doesn't matter on the
Attempted
level,
paddle on this side,
A
yeah.
little bit of paddle. Listen, like Adam Van Hart said, everybody thinks they're much better than what they are at paddle,
that's
me,
the
bro.
thing, yeah,
I thought he was saying
100%,
it to me.
yeah.
If you don't back yourself, who will?
No, exactly. You got to have that case. And competing is a like a thing, whether it's third team sport, first team sport, or anything down the line. Whether it's anything in life, we have to have the competitive in ourselves.
And also, like we were chatting about a bit earlier, I mean, it's one of those. It's a good excuse to catch up with the boys.
100%.
People, going about their lives, all in different things. There, it's not as easy to call up a mate and say, "Let's go for a beer." But what sport does, especially for the three of us, sitting here,
Talking about that, Lucky, I saw you played for an all-black water polo team, the All Blacks water polo team.
Bro, can you stay focused? Yeah.
Sorry, man. I just have to bring it back to that because what's going on with that?
Yeah, so we played second league, the Soweto Water Polo Club. I'm a part of those guys there.
Now it's season now.
It's season now, yes. We're meant to be in pre-season, and here I am sitting with you. So I don't know how great pre-season's going. So, first all black water polo team, but
that's awesome.
old Gary Proud plays for us as well. So his name
is
Sipo.
the whitest guy. His name is Sipo.
He's Sipo in our team. So all protocol is
observed. You got the whitest guy and you named him Sipo.
Yes, just for yes. So Gary Proud, he's an absolute champion.
It's inclusive.
He's a champion, that guy. So we play normally on Sundays at Parktown Boys as we have our league games. Sunday morning at about 8 o'clock. Awesome. So dependent on how Saturday night goes, I always say, and please, to the administrators of the league, please stop giving us a game on the Sunday after payday. because
Fast meetings get rough.
Apart from Gary and I, all our other team members are from Soweto. And, my brothers, month end, Oaks go wild.
And Sunday's jawl day as well.
And Sunday, we need to jawl. And then no one picks up the phone. Teams don't arrive. So, middle of the month, that's when we play our best polo. Because everyone's sober. No one can afford to go out.
Focused.
Yeah. No, Oaks are sharp. We're warming up at 7 o'clock. People are keen. But month end, it's a nightmare. So, please, administrators, try us out here, please.
Now, with your rugby career I'm not going to say done. I'm going to say on hold.
On hold for now,
No,
yes.
Complete.
You're a sportsman. You're an athlete. You want to compete. What is the sport that you think you're going to get into now?
That's a huge. That's a good question.
How was your golf the other day?
Look, I love golf. I'm not going to say I'm the best golfer in the world, but I want to be the best golfer. Let me put it that way. So yeah, I'm loving golf at the moment. I'm totally addicted to golf. It's actually bad. My wife loves me for it, but also hates me for it. But that's every wife, I suppose.
Yeah.
Paddle's also good, but yeah, I don't know where to go. What's the next sport? I don't know. Maybe a bit of white collar boxing here and there. I mean, we spoke about obviously, that feeling.
How are you going to box when you've broken your hand 3 times? Or are we just over that now?
We'll have to get strong.
Listen, the white collar boxing's a great thing.
What is white collar boxing?
Now, lucky it's. You wouldn't say you're an amateur because you're not trying to become a champion or a pro one day. You just you rate yourself as a sportsman. You do 3 2-minute rounds at a box and dine.
Yeah.
So it's not nobody's gonna die.
Yeah, you got the headgear on. You can box your mate, for example. You guys are like, okay, let's box. They usually do for charity. A boxing down for charity. You and your mate are like, let's give each other a bit of a go.
Yeah,
jump in there.
3 2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
Not.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Listen to the back of the house there.
Yes.
Are you mad?
Listen to the back of the house there.
Jeez, Matthew, it's been a long day from the office for you, evidently. Yeah. Sure.
Listen, come Glassjaw Biani. Have you heard that one? Yeah. You'll love it, dude. It's the training for it as well. That's the big thing. You train with purpose.
No, exactly. That's it. Look, I always, whether it's work or whatever the case is, I like to be competitive, whether it's with myself or with someone else. And there's no hard feelings in competing with someone else. It's any sport you ever play. You shake hands afterwards, you have a drink, and you best Chinas. I mean, I look at the guys that I met throughout school and I played against in club and whatever the case is. Some of those guys are my best friends now.
Listen, it's like taking my favorite part of rugby out. So put the rugby aside and let's get straight to donering each other.
Yeah. Let's just hook each other and have dops. I mean, it's
so that's a plan for you at the moment. Try to see some white collar boxing and keep the golf.
Keep the golf flowing and obviously paddle. I mean, he's not playing paddle at the moment.
Yeah,
everybody's
just
playing
good
a bit
fun.
of paddle.
Then I see you also pretty in tune with the UFC.
Yeah, enjoy UFC. I mean, every morning, Sunday morning, I'm up.
Yeah.
4 in the morning.
There's a fight this weekend.
There's a fight this weekend. So last weekend there was a UFC fight night in Paris, which was epic. Like like that whole UFC they did at the globe in the sphere in Vegas.
Mexico Independence Day. It was
with the worst
incredible
fights you've ever checked.
Yeah.
And then you have this random fight night in Paris, and the O's knocked each other.
Yeah, they went half for leather. Crazy.
There was one of the biggest knockouts I've ever seen out of these no-namers. The no-name fights are always great because the Oaks are trying to
make a name.
Prove themselves. Yeah, make a name for themselves.
The undercard, yeah.
But there's quite a big fight this coming weekend.
Yeah, I think there's Pereira
versus
Roundtree. Yeah, this weekend. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I think that's somebody's getting knocked out.
Yeah,
is it?
So it's Pereira, the kickboxing champion of the world for many years, versus Roundtree, who's also a stand-up fighter. So
Roundtree has never shot a takedown in his career, in his UFC.
And have you seen that Oaks build?
Yeah, no, he's a beast. He's a beast.
So I must wake up on Sunday at 4 o'clock.
Listen. You've been getting into it. You watched the Sphere.
Yeah, it's confusing.
So listen.
Okay, no, you shouldn't have watched the UFC if that's your first one at the Sphere, because it's
quite a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Drickus is meant to find an opponent to fight. Strickland boring. Let's move along. We've done that. We Murdim was very close, and we'll take the win. We're on our way.
And out of there.
If Pereira wins this weekend, then Pereira's got the heavyweight belt, light heavyweight belt.
Light heavyweight, yeah.
Is that chance now for Checker 60-60?
This is Checker 60-60 must deliver Drickus there. I want Drickus to go up.
Yeah.
I don't want this guy to come down.
No.
Drickus must go up. Let the boys donate each other.
And Drickus' coach has said that he wants him to go up as well.
You know why? If he goes up and he loses, he still keeps his belt.
Yeah, 100%. So there's actually no There's no threat or pressure
But
of
but I think Pereira wants to come down because he wants the 2 belts because, like,
the double champion.
and he
bit of
does have more
legacy.
power
Yeah.
at the moment in the US.
Yeah, that left hook is pretty dangerous. I think he's won his last 4 fights with that left hook, and he's one of the most active champions at the moment as well. So it's going to be super interesting. Yeah.
Njabulo, I can see your face. I'm the same. I've never seen people so passionate about other people blitzing each other before. I don't get it, but I'm getting there slowly.
Like, you
but
never hung out at Jolly's on a Friday night.
hey,
And not Jolly Rogers, Jolly Cool.
no, Jolly Cool. You used to sit there, Jolly Roger, and look across the road because the road was just filled with people blitzing and honoring each other.
Yeah.
While I was playing Sister Bettina and Whitney Houston on the jukebox.
You saw it
What
as
a
Oak
tune.
blitzing each other. To us, we were training.
Yeah.
We're trialing out to see which category was
Yeah,
where.
exactly.
Oh, man. Craig,
100%.
we could sit here and talk all night, but
We
thank you very
could,
much for
Lex.
sharing just some of your experiences and some of your highlights and your journey into rugby. I think there are quite a lot of rugby players that go this route as well, that travel. I like what Craig said about he's young, give it a shot. Why not? Good excuse to travel, meet new people, and ultimately realize just how much chias we have here back in Mzansi, because Craig was saying, hey, some of the weather
100%.
across there, some of the things that we take for granted here, beer, good weather, lekker braai vlees, and just the chias that we have here was reason for him to say, hey, listen, I'm done this side here. So nice to speak to somebody who's been there, who's done that, who's played the club rugby, who's represented national sides and just made the most of it, and then come back again to share that with us. So hopefully that serves for somebody out there that's thinking about giving it a shot overseas. And it's also a brave decision sometimes, Dino, because like you said, you scored your 2 tries at Wits there and you thought you were the next Sia Kolisi. Next thing you're sitting here on a Monday with me having a bomb squad beer. So there are other options, to go. Did you enjoy that, huh? So there are other options there, not just here, but clubs overseas as well. So do your bit in terms of investigating and, considering the pedigree of rugby that we have in our country here, it's easier for, South Africans to make it more than other people. So yeah, give it a bash, and then maybe you could represent another country apart from Mzansi coming up. I really do appreciate your time. I'm sure we'll see you either around the golf course trying to show Dino how to swing straight, or we'll see the white collar boxing. It's another sport I have to learn now. White collar, okay.
Yeah,
Like, you got to get into it. It's going to be cool.
All right, well, we'll get into it. Dongster,
Listen,
quickly,
if
what's
you-
up for the week?
If you do a boxing fight, you're going to have to let us know.
100%.
Yes, definitely,
100%.
definitely.
100%.
Yeah, for this week, lucky, finally a bit of a break. Sheesh.
We've been lots of rugby.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting for the golf to come back. We need a major. We need some excitement on that side of life. I'm tired of watching rugby, actually. We've got the championship going on right now.
The URC, yeah.
URC championship going on right now, which is just entertaining now. It's very early.
Yeah, for me, it's
Very
just for
early.
Chias, just
It's
watching
just for
highlights,
Chias
highlights
and then-
reel. Obviously, the Premier League is on the way. The PSL, Kaizer Chiefs, please, guys, please. Just do something. Just win. Just, yeah.
I mean, the Lions cooked this past weekend against
cooked.
Ulster as well.
Proper,
properly.
They're taking from the Curry Cup. They just keep on
That
they keep
momentum.
on
And
the bonus
momentum
points,
straight
yeah.
through.
No, really, really good momentum. I'm off to Cape Town for club championships, senior men and women.
Yes.
I hope it's cold and it's raining.
It's an indoor facility.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a Redham
So
Constantia.
this is a
Super
senior
standard.
club, eh?
Yeah, senior club championship. So women and men. So majority of the clubs based in Cape Town. To be honest, from Joburg, I think is only at Trident's and the Gauteng side that would go there. But yeah,
Oh, that's interesting.
Awesome.
yeah. So that'll be me, and then school's obviously open this week here, so we're back into it. The final term. Just can you imagine? We teach for literally a month and a bit, and then exams end of October. Really. So the summer season is very, very short here in terms of the summer sports for the 4 term schools.
And just a shout out to the Halfeld Strikers who will be fishing this weekend.
Fishing this weekend.
Big time, yeah.
Cannot confirm nor deny if it's a new boat or not.
Listen, I'll let you know what happens.
Okay, you let us know. Let's see if we can get something up on the screen next time. Folks, that's us for this week here. Have a great sporting weekend. We look forward to seeing you next time. Once again, thanks a lot to Craig Conley for being here. From our couch,
To yours.
have a great week.